So if you'll just give me a minute, I want to tell you something. In my life, my little boy at 6 years old got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, leukemia. And so the medical system saved that boy's life. So in my walk, I would literally have cut my arm off if they asked me to, because I love and respect every one of them. And so as we moved into this pandemic, like most parents with critically ill children, my mandate was to follow. My mandate was to listen. Mine was to believe, right? And I'll tell you something, I am double vaccinated. I took that there plunge out of trust. You know what? I will never, ever get vaccinated again. I got so sick. My son got so sick. You know what? I want to paint a picture for you, all you mums and all you dads. Now, I walked in that for a long time, not wanting to believe that I would be lied to, that I could be violated. Picture this. Picture your little girl, 16 years old, and all the men out there, and you tell her, honey, don't date that guy. Something doesn't feel right. And she goes out, and her body gets violated. She trusts him, and she hides that shame. She holds that in for years as that destroys her life. Now picture, 10 years later, she finally decides to come running to daddy and say, I was wrong. All that internal damage, some of the people like myself that trusted, got vaccinated. I was stuck in my pride. I did not want to admit that I could be lied to or fooled. I will no longer walk in that. It is okay to be lied to. You guys 20 blocks over. My son was here with me. I flew him home. We have a little test. We walk down the street, not this one. And he says, bonjour. I don't know how to speak French, neither does he. But bonjour. Bonjour. And unfortunately, lots of times, he won't even get a wave. We put on this here, that's what it takes for you to say hi. We'll say good morning to a little boy. We need to be human. We need to love. We need to unite. It's okay if you've been lied to, but do not knowingly walk in that lie. Then you're the fool. We love you guys. 20 provinces, 2,000 miles over. We love you. 20 blocks that way. Toronto, Montreal. I'm from Grand Prairie, Alberta. I come here a long ways. It's the liars that are in those buildings. Those buildings, that's what the ones are lying. Stop lying to us. Stop lying to us. If you're not truly free, are you truly Canadian? Ask yourself, where will you run to that's more free than this? If you came from an oppressed country, you came to Canada to live free. Where are we going to go? There's nowhere else. This is our hill. We need to hold it. We cannot give up. Call your friends and neighbors. Tell them if nothing else for truth. Right? Blow your horn. Park your car. Get down here.
Well, I've been here since Friday, and hopefully, if I get time off, I'm going to be here till the grass grows like the truckers. We need to support them. They're actually supporting us. So if they're supporting us, we got to give it back. So I'm here for the long run. You don't realize how these truckers have so much food that they're actually giving it out to people. They open the kitchen because they got too much food for the homeless. Okay, the homeless could go. They could have soup. They could have, basically anything they want. They have too much. They told me they have too much food. We put up a kitchen on the other side of Ottawa, and it's like a military base. There's so much food. They're not running out. What I heard, they need warm clothes, gloves, stuff like that, and boots. But besides that, the fuel, there was an issue with fuel, but I think they fixed that. They're going around with trucks to fill them up, so I think that's good.
Your personal message to the government, to the Mr. Trudeau?
Well, to Trudeau, I don't have too much to say. Everything's been said about it. But what I want to say to the other politicians, there are good politicians in that building. You guys have to stand up. You have to fix that. That's why you're up there, is to make sure this shit don't happen. So the good politician were pushed back. It's time to rise. And you gotta do your best to get us out of this crap.
How long is gonna stay the convoy?
As long as it takes. I don't know how long. It all depends who's gonna meet the truckers, what they're gonna do, how they're gonna figure this out. And again, I'm not too much in politics, but if they don't work together, these truckers say they're willing to cut the grass when it grows. So I'm 40 minutes away. I drive every morning and every night, and I'm gonna be here for till it takes. I'm not that far away, and most of Canadians, if they could, most of people in Ontario and Quebec side should all be here to support these guys. They're right now. I know there's not too much for do because they're all blocked in. But Saturday there's going to be another big bash here, like last Saturday, and then we cannot stop. We cannot stop supporting these guys.
Are there any representative between you, like a discussion group with the government?
No, I'm helping out. I brought kitchens. I use my truck to bring kitchens for these guys, generators. I did my part. They're doing their part. There's only so many ants you could put in a jar to work. So these guys are doing a good job. Kitchens are made, gas is going. What I heard is warm clothes. Some of these guys don't have warm clothes, but the rest they're on the mark. This here is like a little military base. Everybody's combining, working together. But there is snow coming, so whoever's got snow blowers and shovels, once the snow comes down, come and help these guys out, because the city of Ottawa are not doing nothing for these guys.
Do you expect more truckers to join the convoy?
Well, I know they're sending truckers out to Quebec and Toronto, because right now a lot of truckers are sitting on the outskirts of Ottawa because they're not being let in for some reason. I'm not sure, and I don't want to say for what, but there's a lot of, if you go around Ottawa, there are trucks all over the place just waiting to come in. Look, there's a lot of room. You could put another 500 trucks in here. Let's do it. But the city the city and the officers, and again, the police are doing a good job, but I think they're having a bit of trouble bringing their trucks in. So hopefully by Saturday, a lot of the trucks are going to come back in.
So let me ask you about the drivers here. I heard that many of them are not vaccinated. Is it true or not?
No, that's false. They had a meeting and they said it on TV and on their site that 80% of the truck drivers here are vaccinated.
80% of the truckers
of these
here
guys
are vaccinated.
The truck drivers that are not vaccinated lost their jobs. They're not here. They're probably here in their trucks or their cars, but you got to think about it. The government says if you're not vaccinated, you can't work. So the ones that are not vaccinated, they're here, but they're not in big trucks like that. The ones that are here, you to go ask them if they're vaccinated, they're going to say, oh, yes.